When I spend my money, I buy from companies that are easy to do business with. I want a company that makes the purchasing process easy, and just as importantly, I want it to be easy to return the item if I'm not satisfied. This is even more important when I'm buying online because I can't actually handle the item before buying it. It is not what I expected. I want to be able to send it back. Most companies know this and have made their return policies much more liberal than they were a few years ago. In short, companies have transferred the risk of the purchase from the customer and taken it upon themselves. If they can provide outstanding service, meaning they're easy to do business with, they should yield a satisfied group of repeat customers that results in increased sales over time. Nordstrom, for example, has an excellent reputation for customer service through their very relaxed return policies. And Amazon certainly has built its business in part with a very customer friendly process for returns. Okay, what does this have to do with logistics? Well, these returns create a reverse flow through your logistics network. And this movement is expected to increase year by year. As time goes by, we're seeing not only looser return policies, but also more and more green laws enacted around the world. These are laws that govern how products are treated or disposed of at the end of their life cycle. For example, packaging, transportation items such as pallets, and high end products with hazardous components are increasingly required to be recovered by the manufacturing company or the distributor. Extended warranties, safety recalls, and overstocks might also increase the traffic in my reverse logistics network. There also might be some salvage value that my company wants to capture, so I incentivize my customer to return the item rather than throw it away. This is the reason, for example, that my appliance store will take away my old refrigerator for free, or perhaps even give me a trade in discount. They want the salvage value of the refrigerator and its components. So, as more and more goods move backwards to my supply chain, it's more and more important for me as a logistics professional to control the returns management process. There are several ways I might accomplish this. First is avoidance. Simply put, making high quality products reduces the amount of returns for defects, recalls, and warranties. Next is gatekeeping. This practice is especially useful in the retail industry. In short, returned items are screened at the source to determine the appropriate disposition. If the item is not damaged, for example, it can go right back on the shelf without entering the logistics network. Another process is using return centers. Some companies establish specific locations and layouts within their distribution centers to exclusively handle returns. A common practice for handling returns is outsourcing. Just hire someone else to handle this function for you. Third party recovery facilities can accept returns from the retailer and decide if the item goes back to you to a reuse market or to a disposal. Because of this expertise in reverse logistics, then the benefit of economies of scale, the recovery facility can usually perform this function at a much lower cost. The outstanding decision, outsourcing, does not have to be an all or nothing solution. For example, Toshiba laptops certified are actually repaired by Toshiba certified UPS employees and delivered back to the customer by UPS. Finally, some companies opt for a zero returns policy. Sometimes it's just not worth the expense of managing returns process. Instead of having a returns process, you give the customer an allowance, or you replace the item and ask the customer to destroy the original. My wife ordered some kitchen cabinets recently, and one of them was damaged. She emailed a photo of the damaged cabinet. They replaced it at no charge and asked us to dispose of the broken cabinet. This was fine with us because the cabinet stone salvaged some valuable spare parts from the broken cabinet. Everyone was happy, nothing entered the logistics network. Another very important aspect of returns management is control costs. The more efficient reverse logistics system is, for example, the more value can be gained from reselling, remanufacturing, and refurbishing. Transportation is the key expense in returns management, so controlling costs via better scheduling and consolidated shipping is very important. Efficient distribution center activities can reduce the cost of handling, sorting, and packaging returns for transport. Activity based costing is a very effective tool for realizing value from your returns management process. ABC breaks down the process into each specific activity and then assigns the cost for each activity. Activities for returns management may include such things as transportation, storage, labor, packaging. Once you get a handle on those costs, the next step is to understand what savings are being realized of the company at each of those activities. This appreciation of both the costs and the savings can help you determine if the returns management process is really adding economic value for your company. As a logistics professional, you need to recognize the importance of an efficient returns management process and how this reverse flow impacts your logistics performance overall. Applying activity based costing is a really good place to start.